Yo, what is going on, creamy taters? So it's been a little bit since the Southern Alliance game and stuff, so finally getting around to the codes, doing a big tater day. Second session at least after the Turlin VOD, so depending where you're kind of watching it, but finally getting over them because I wanted to look at the Southern Alliance. Southern Alliance being a PC team, relatively good T1 PC team, if I'm not mistaken, too. So we'll definitely have to. I'll definitely be paying attention there, seeing what we can do. I'm curious to see what comps we did run because I think I had to coach Biscuits that day. I was just kind of busy. I know I was away there, so I'm interested to see what happened here. I think overall, first things first, just because they're a PC team, I think we definitely could make do just by communicating. I mean, literally communicating solves almost everything, and it's like something I've been recently just harping on a lot because at least we, like when I was first added on and everything, we were communicating really well. We're talking a lot amongst ourselves, but then we just kind of stopped. Hold up. Okay, cool. Alrighty, I hear again. So, hopefully the feedback from the microphone wasn't too bad. Anyway, I'm going to be looking down at the top-down perspective, so I don't think I'm really going to be getting anything from at least first person right now. So immediately, I think this is going to be kind of rough coming out with a Mercy Alari. Just mainly because it's like, you're playing with a pocket, which is going to put a lot of stress, at least on Tragics, to maybe try and keep up everyone, and two, you're playing with a Lari, who only really has Pylon. It's okay, but it might be a little rough out here. So you do have survivability, at least with Ice Block, Healing Pad, and stuff, and just like Fortify. So let's see how we play this overall. So I mainly think this is the main reason why I bring this up. I feel like this is going to put a lot of pressure on our Mercy player. That's the main reason why I'm kind of worried with this, especially at the level we don't play walls quite effectively. So that's going to be another thing I'm going to be looking at here. How hard do we play against, or play hardcover against a Bastion? I mean, even a Sigma or a Venture. So mainly against this Bastion, you know. Where are we targeting? Yeah. Good wall, good wall. Amazing wall. We kill. We can turn and kill Venture maybe, or at least focus. I'd rotate to the point at this point. After we force out Venture, I think we kill Venture and then just kind of rotate back to the point. Yeah, and then we need the point. We need the point. We need the point. We need the point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just rotate the point faster there in that situation. So in this type of with this type of composition, Killing Bear, Soldier, I think you can definitely go on and be a little bit of a nuisance like Tracer. You can take some deep flanks. I don't know how deep, but the main thing I want you to do is just kind of mark angles, because you are good medium to close range. Since you're playing with a pocket, you can play split. So you can have Mercy and Soldier over here playing on this left side, and all you're really doing is going to be marking this angle over here. So you still have cover from the main, and you can still help out. If they start pushing from the front, then you can kind of rotate a little bit here while keeping an eye on this side, or just kind of still playing over here while shooting. So you're just trying to be a little bit of more consistent damage and more of a consistent threat on these off angles, because right now, if you kind of look at it, we're only controlling one lane. So if you kind of think of it like any other MOBA and stuff like that, there's lanes to this map. And right now, what we're doing is just controlling this one top lane. And that's not really a good one right here. But yeah, all we're doing is really controlling this one top lane with all of our damage being focused up here, right? Because we have Turlin, we got Clown, there's even Killing Bear, and then once Rat gets up here, it's all being funneled down up here and all going down this little river over here. So what we need to do is also be able to control down here with our Soldier, because then we can control this entire bottom lane. I guess this does count because the point's kind of splitting it, you know. Because then we can control this entire bottom lane too, just a little bit. Since we will be marking this angle, we'll be marking this bottom area, and then we'd still be able to have sight lines up here on this top lane or in this middle lane as well, which is aka the point. So we just need more sight lines. And if it isn't going to be, no, actually, yeah, it is going to be just Tragics and Killing Bear over here. We need our pocketed Soldier over here. So Soldier Mercy is going to be down here in this bottom area, and then we have Rack holding close. Let me get rid of a lot of this yellow. There we go. Rack holding close. I'm not going to do an R, I'm going to do an O. There we go. And then Mei also holding close, I think, with our Orisa. And then I like where Clown's at. Oh no, that's Pylon. Yeah, that's Pylon. Honestly, I'd put, actually Pylon I'd put a little bit higher. We want it out of the way, either higher or we can hide it behind point. Like under these stairs or something. We just need to be able to hide it a little bit better, I think. But for now, it's fine. But I do think we can definitely have our Ilari play up here. So we then have a sight line this way. We have, you know, just a little bit of cross sight lines. We can still mark this door right here, and we can still mark this area right here, still mark this area down here. This is a lot in our favor that kind of happens. There's a lot on screen here too, so let me mark out a couple of these lines, a couple of these. Oh yeah, the main reason I have this line in here is because we're pocketing the soldier too. It's Mercy. So yeah, Orisa, Mei, Ilari, and then Soldier Mercy down here. And whenever I talk about map control and stuff, that's usually what I'm talking about as well, because I don't want DPS all stacking in one area. I don't want supports all stacking in one area. Because for the most part, too, it's like the Mercy shouldn't feel like they need to pocket, or not pocket, but heal up Rack or Turlin. Like, the Mercy just has to stick with the soldier for the most part too, because Turlin has all of the options in the world to heal himself, or at least to kind of protect himself. You have Wall, which is pretty good to just block a little bit of damage, and then you have Ice Block, which heals you up and gives the ammo. The Pylon should be just enough to keep, if we're playing our walls and stuff, between our cooldowns to heal up Turlin, heal up Rack. Rack has Fortify, you have your Spin, you have your Javelin, and I mean, you're just tanky overall. You should be surviving, so Tragics shouldn't feel like they need to just pocket anyone else but Killing Bear in this situation. If Tragics is on anyone else, then we're not using the pocket effectively. And this is also why we need someone in the bottom lane. Look at this. Look at this, what happened from the Southern Alliance as well. This rotation. So we are all stacked in this top lane. And this is a really good example. We are all stacked in this top lane, which means no one is here marking this bottom lane, making sure that they can't rotate down there. And look what Southern Alliance do. As a team, they leave their Tracer to go up into the top lane to win the duel against Killing Bear, because guess what? Mercy isn't with them. So that means they're not too much, because at least they don't have the Mercy, they're not any more of a threat than they normally are. Like Soldier against Tracer, you should be able to win that duel almost every single time. But if Trinity just gets a nasty one clip, then you're screwed. At least Mercy can kind of help within those regards to heal just a little bit through the initial dive and stuff, and then just pocket through the damage and force Tracer out. But at least in this situation, it's going to be a little bit more comfortable for the Tracer in this top lane against Killing Bear. And then again here, we don't have anybody controlling space because we're all stacked on the point here. We've already captured the point. We do not need to stand here and group here, because we're leaving so many angles open. And this is, again, going back to the example. They're just walking up into the bottom lane. They're splitting a little bit because they are corralling you into the back of this point. I don't mind you guys kind of going back here to try and play it a little bit safe if you all went out and played here. Because then you'd be behind this cover, or if you went and played up here. So you have this entire area. Because then you would have the entire stage up here and have a little bit of a better time. Killing Bear wouldn't feel as threatened, and you can push out the Tracer. But let's see what happens right now, because currently you're getting corralled. You have Tracer entering up on the top lane. You have this Bastion who's entering up right in front, and the rest of the team entering right from the bottom. And this is all pushing you guys back. This is all pushing you guys back and funneling you into this wall. Let's see what happens. Do they capitalize on Clown? No, you get out. You get out. You're fine. Okay, I love it. I actually really like this. Hold on. We're split. We're split. I'm not paying attention to the top yet. It looks like you're being able to handle the Tracer, so I'm not too worried here. But let's take a closer look over at what's happening with Turlin and stuff. So first of all, really early wall. I don't think I mind it too much, just because, yes, it did get you closer, but from where they are angled, us as a team, since we're already over here, we can just walk this way. and just use this sight line. Use this wall to block it. So we would still have wall. Yeah, so really early wall. I see the idea, but I just don't think it was necessary. And then Clown, you need to be playing cover. You're out in the open, out in no man's lands. Same thing with you, Tragics. You guys are just out in no man's land. Look, at least over here, Rack and Turlin are behind this little piece of cover. They have this little bit right here. Turlin might be swinging just slightly wide, like a pinky toe's length wide, but still. This is why this forces out Outburst a little bit here. Or do you even have Outburst? Because I thought you used it before. Let's see what happens. Because if they just walk on you guys, you don't have wall to stop it. You don't really have anything to stop it here. Okay, yeah, you do use Outburst. Yeah, you do use Outburst. And now look how split we are. So let's see what happens from this point, from this view. So Turlin, Turlin, so you forced back the Lari and the Bastion already, which means I would then... Do you have wall? Do you have wall? Do you have wall again? In 3 seconds. After this ice block, I'd wait out its full duration, trying to get back to this, and just wall this off. Because he should be coming out of turret real soon. Literally this second. So you should have wall before they push this window or push this doorway, and then you come back and help your team. Because then you can kill the Sigma like quite easily, or you can push out the Baptiste here. Honestly, I'd push out the Baptiste since there's already eyes on the Sigma. This Baptiste feels safe here since he just killed Clown, who by the way was out of cover. You need harder cover. I know you went out this way, but then we just left this area because most likely because of the Sigma here. If anything, I probably would have outbursted this way and then start playing this cover here or placing Pylon here. Let's see here. But yeah, this is super split, and honestly, we should be winning this fight. We look at Baptiste. Rack, I think, should be able to kill off Sigma. Turlin turns his attention and maybe can help kill Sigma and stuff. So let's see how this plays out. You do get a good res. Ooh, Turlin's getting forced. Turlin's going back. Turlin's going back. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so too split. Just way too split in this fight. So if we're going back to the very beginning. Just to reiterate, we need to control the map. Because we just gave it up entirely again. So we need to have at least like maybe 2 down here. No. I actually like the split that we had before. So let's flip it. Let's flip it because I really liked it how we had before. Soldier... No, how do we have it right here? Soldier Mercy. Yeah, let's go here. Soldier Mercy can stay up here. I think a May can just contest on their own over here. With a Lari. Yeah, I think with a Lari. The Lari can kind of float and stuff, and then Orisa can hold the door. I think this is what the control needs to be. So you have a little bit more of like a zone. You can kind of control areas because Orisa should be able to contest a little bit by herself. You have the survivability, fortify, spear spin, and even the javelin try and knock him back and stuff. You have the HP pool to definitely live, dive, or whatever. So and again, if you're playing your hard cover, oh actually yeah, let me move you a little bit to right here because if you're playing your hard cover, you should be fine. Being a little split here. Pylon. I still think Pylon to be here. If you want to give Orisa a little bit of survivability, because you might not necessarily need Pylon 2, you could also just leave it over here, and then it'll be able to heal here. You can outburst over there and then be healed by the Pylon 2. But I think having this split, it would negate the Tracer from going up here. Turlin and Clown could calm the rotation from here. And even before that, because you see you see Southern Alliance right here. They were hanging out a lot during main, down up on this top lane, and then went down main. If Rack was down positioned by the front door, we'd be able, they're going left, they're rotating left. So this would be the first check right here, the first stop. Hey, the enemy team going left, and then this gives enough time for May and Alari to react here, because now once they see them, the enemy team would most likely be like right here or some shit. So either we say, okay, let's play safe. And you guys here, Mayalari, whoops, Mayalari, rotate to the backup point. We flip it, flip the script, so then Orisa can position here. Or instead of, sorry, not this, not backup point, but Mayalari can flip it over here and group with the Orisa. Just so we're protected a little bit more, right? Because they're going to be entering in this way. If they have to swing wider than they have to, then you guys win. Because what you can do is Maywall here, forcing out either the turret, or just any of their cooldowns, and try and just kill them. Soldier and Mercy, you can rotate. You're the ones to rotate to the backup point here, or even over here. So I think overall, we just need a little bit more map control. That's it. I think this is definitely the layout that we could have had coming out here. And this is just an example, too. It's not going to be like, oh, set in stone, like do this every single time. But it's just things to look out for. Like, if you control the map, if you control the space, then you can communicate effectively. Oh, they're rotating left. Yep, they're rotating left. Like, they're here. So, all right, let's keep it going. All right, let's keep it going. Yeah, so just look at how they're set up just a little bit here. They're controlling bottom. They have a couple. They have their Sigma and Bastion in bottom. Bogue, again, like Alara can kind of do whatever. This BAP is really feeling themselves, so they're set up alone on main. And then they have the top lane controlled by the Tracer up here. So Turlin versus the Tracer. Turlin should win this out against this Tracer. Mei versus Tracer is really easy in favor of the Mei. And not force out the Tracer. What happens? Pulse, that's fine. Yeah, I like this. I like this pincer from Soldier right now. Okay. How kind of do you die? Did you not respect the turret? You didn't respect Bastion whatsoever. Yeah, you didn't respect Bastion. If you're gonna be pushing, again, I don't mind the what is it? Hold on. Oh, you don't have Spear Spin. Damn. I don't know. You don't have Spear Spin. So I was going to say, so if you had Spear Spin, you can go forward, knocking Bogue, and actually, no, you could be knocking Baptiste out of the lamp. Where did you use Spear Spin to? Where did you use it? Hold on. Now I'm curious. How did you enter this fight? Oh. Okay. You just used it too soon. You just used Spear Spin too soon. So, I want you to Javelin. I don't think the Javelin was like completely used. It kind of knocked away the Baptiste. It's looking like we're just using cooldowns to use cooldowns. If you're getting dove, if you see the Trace here, I'd definitely be saving Javelin a little bit for that. But at this point, we should be understanding they have Sigflux, or at least some ultimates and stuff. So like we can look for opportunities to either boop Bastion out of ult. We can look for opportunities to maybe boop Sig out of ult or something like that. Spear Spin is kind of like an engage tool more than anything, so I was just kind of like using it here, and then we go in. It's really dangerous. That's really dangerous because we just go out, leaving cover in the middle of point, and now we are just at the mercy of Bastion turret. Like, if we really wanted to play this out, you just stay with your team. Like, you just stay with your team right here, shooting the Sigma and making sure that at least the Sig's dead. Man. Yeah, because they freeze. You can push through. You can push through the shield just a little bit. And this is again talking about the spear too. You could possibly even spear the Tracer in this situation. But yeah, we make sure Sigma's dead because Sigma's still alive. And then we keep pushing over here on this right. We push. Get the Baptiste maybe. And we just keep pushing this because there's no turret, so we can get the Bastion. But yeah. It's those little things like that we just have to really be careful about. How do we... It's even. We have to target one thing. You can tell there's just no comms whatsoever right now. If there are comms, we're not listening. Because you can tell we're not paying attention or focusing in. Because look at all of these arrows during this fight, looking everywhere else but just at one target. Like, it's really horrendous. We have our soldier and Mei looking at two different directions here. Still looking at two different directions here. Completely ignores the tracer too. Yeah, we need to have. This is why comms are so. This is so important. This is why we need to talk in these games too. I asked Clown too. It's like, hey, how are comms? And it's like last time a little bit, but it's like we just need to talk. Like in this situation, what I'm talking about here too is just like, okay, you're down two people. You're down two players waiting for your tank to come back. You're waiting for. Yeah, I think you're three, right? No, you're four. You're actually up in this situation. They don't even have a tank yet. Yeah, you should be winning this fight. So if you're communicating after this res, go for the Bastion, not the Bastion, the Baptiste. Baptiste and then Alari. We have to be coming bap, Lari, Tracer. Or we get Tracer first, then Bap, and then Alari. However it is, but we need to be calming a target here because this is like a completely winnable fight handed to us. Completely winnable handed to us. They are not playing cover whatsoever, but they catch you guys because we're just not focused on one thing. Unfortunate. Let's see. We could be taking this top lane since they're in middle. 100%. No, okay. Now they have all the time to rotate here. Win the ball. Tracer. Pylon probably first, and then Tracer. Lari. We're just not focused. And then again, once again, we need map control. Ooh. Sombra. Why are we Sombra? I actually think the Mei was better on this map. The Mei was proving a lot more effective. I know you just changed to Sombra, but I can already tell you the Mei was really effective here. I don't know why we would change it. The only thing we would change is just the target focus. And look at this right now, too. What did you do? Don't. I swear to God, if you hacked first here, and then exploded after being revealed because you're a hacked. Okay, cool. You're just exploded because normal Sombra things. Anyway, goodbye. Alright. I appreciate you not hacking first, though. I appreciate you, Taterz. No cover. Yeah, no cover here. We rotate away from the cover in front of the window. Do you see this? We rotate away from the cover in front of the window. Oh, we're just going with momentum of the spin. If you're gonna spin anywhere, or at least anywhere, just right here, and then just come back a little bit, because that's super unfortunate. You need to win this fight, and losing your tank at the very start of this, ooh boy, yeah, that just opened everything up. Pincered you two in the lanes. They're controlling this map really well. They're really controlling this map. Sub-level. This is all about high ground. High ground and then rotating off of the high ground, just resetting. Curious to see how this Echo does. We might be not respecting them a little bit. We'll see.
I know how that feels.
You know how what feels.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Things could be going better, but I remain optimistic.
See what happens here. Alright, let's go back to the lanes. Let's go back to the lane thing. Because immediately, we already lost the lane. But let's see what happens. And again, the splitness immediately. We gave up this, I guess it would be technically the bottom lane. This is the most important area on this map, and usually where you need to win the fight first, above all else. I could give two shits what's happening behind me with this Tracer, because I know if you just stay grouped up at least, you should be fine against this Tracer, because it's just going to be super unfavorable for her to dive anything at all against Narissa, Awari, and Mei, more than anything. The Tracer is going to be trying to mark Turlin heavy, and trying to mark Mercy, Tragics as heavy, because that's going to be the easiest targets here. Maybe getting Pylon and then going for Clown here, forcing out an outburst or something, but we just don't give a shit about that Tracer. We need to win this fight as 5 against this 4 up here in this bottom lane. So I already don't like how this fight is coming up, because look how much space they're taking now. Where are we? We're putting so much attention on Trinity here. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. Like, Turlin's the only one having eyes on this top lane. We can bunker point. Since we gave up the bottom lane, we can maybe bunker point or bunker somewhere here. But look how split we are immediately. Like, our Orissa's trying to mark the Tracer. That shouldn't be a thing. Our DPS have to be the ones to mark the Tracer, or maybe Tragix calls, hey, Tracer behind or something, and flies away. Maybe Ilari is the one looking behind and stuff. And if anything, honestly, in this situation, since Turlin's going to be maybe a little bit looking for the damage amongst the team, and Killing Bear is really going to be front forcing forward damage, our Ilari is going to be the one to mark the Tracer. Place Pylon and then mark the Tracer. Because overall, we should not be having our tank be the one to mark the Tracer. This is already going to be just really bad in this fight. We don't have a front line. Yeah, we don't have a front line. And that's mainly because we just push forward towards the point, mainly. We're just split. You can tell there's no communication here, at least right here. In this, I'm going to keep saying that. I mean, even if there are comms here, it's just proving that it might just be a little bit more of a trash comms. There's no comms of, okay, where are we rotating? Okay, no comms of, okay, what's the plan here in the situation? If we had a plan laid out here, okay, we're going to be, it's sub-level, we're going to be attacking the high ground here. What do we force out? Okay, maybe we can force out someone like the Baptiste. You know, Baptiste, honestly, hasn't been positioning well whatsoever. So I'd be maybe marking that. Because again, you guys don't, you guys can, as 5, ruin the Tracer any day of the week. A Risker can already mess up the Tracer. But we just need some form of playing some way up here on the high ground. Like even if you cap, cool, but we're so split that it doesn't even matter. We're just so split. We're just so split. Like I said, from the very beginning, I saw you guys not attack this high ground here. It's like, alright, you already messed up. You already didn't take this high ground here, unfortunately. So next time at least, because at least just on this map too, at least just on this map, even if the high ground right away, you can still rotate the point. Like say if yeah, like say if you did just get a little bit walked on, you can still rotate down here. And then just kind of play this corridor out, or maybe you can keep rotating back here, just give a little bit of space, like, and then set up on the high ground once they rotate down. Because again, even if you capture first, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day if you win the fight, and that's all we are looking for here in this type of situation, is to take the map control again, like we talked about in the first round. Take map control, spread out, just maybe not spread out entirely, but maybe just kind of spread out over here, so you have a couple people looking down here, a couple people looking down here. Orisa can anchor down here. With like a pylon or something like that. It's going to be difficult because again, we're running an Ilari Mercy, so it's not going to be a lot of sustain for Rack too, to be able to anchor, which is why you could just need to look at just the other squishies here. Where's Sigma? Where's Sigma? Where's Sigma? Yeah, like this. Like, this is something here. If we were set up on this high ground here with their splitness, they might have taken this fight if you were set up, but because you weren't, I would have definitely turned forward. Turn, I think, tries to go up here and turn, but if we had at least a couple people, we could have taken this 3v3 or a 4v3 or something, because the Sigma actually rushes the rotation, leaving the backline and their Bastion behind. So we 100% could have taken this high ground away from them too. So it's just things like that to really look at here. Alright, let's keep it going, keep it going. Alright, so they got the map control. They got the current map control. Sigma's push forward. Trinity's not really marking anything too, which is kind of good. At the start, they're kind of being able to flank in the back line. Yeah, like this is better. This is good. This is good. This is good. Tristan Ori. We need Tragics right back on Soldier. Yeah, Hayeki, just keep pocketing Tragics. Not Tragics. Tragics keep pocketing Killing Bear. Like, that's all you should really be doing. Is actually, no. And this, because of Turlin here, we can actually be pocketing Turlin just a little bit more, too. Just depends. Do you want more consistent damage or do you want burst? Honestly, if you have stickies, do you have stickies? Yeah. So Turlin communicates, hey, I have stickies. Can I get a pocket real quick? And then you just get a damage boosted sticky volley sent, and then go right back to pocketing the soldier. Little comms like that can really make or break something too, because then that even that applies a lot more pressure too. Because say if you full stick damage boosted sticky nade, or even just like half the volley onto BAP, that's gonna force a lamp or a burst heal or both, because it's T1, it might force both. So just be really, not careful, but just like it's things like that is really gonna help make your communication really effective here. Turlin calls her like, hey, your echo's half, but you're kind of split. We're kind of split already. Split ourselves, actually. I don't know why we split ourselves here. Do we just fall? I think we just fall. Yeah, we just jumped down for some reason. I don't know why we jumped down. There's not really any reason for us to jump down here. Yeah, there's really no reason for us to jump down here too much. But there's also no one really capitalizing on it, too, so I guess it's fine. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, it's no longer fine, because he went he didn't go behind cover. Did you miss it? Did you just miss it? I feel like you tried. I feel like you tried, but... Yeah, you didn't go high enough. Unfortunate. I understand. I understand. Okay. So with this, I still think the option here, the best option, is to attack this high ground, even as 4, because Turlin could get a res, but I think Turlin can come back fast enough. So honestly, that's fine. But as long as you control the high ground, you can force the Tracer out as 4. Walk through this room, force Tracer out, force the Baptiste, and just kind of push the Bastion back just with poke. Killing Bear and Rack can just look up there and just poke out the Bastion. During this rotation too, you have a high chance of killing the Tracer and the Bap, if not at least one of them. Even if the Baptiste happens to just jump down and over and survive still, you have the high ground. You have the advantage here. If you want to go the extra mile and kill the Bastion, I don't think you really can. Yeah, I don't think you really can. But if you want to go the extra mile and just kind of push a little bit more behind to take this point too, cool. But I just think we just need the high ground. Above all else, we just need the high ground here. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Good for it. Good for it. Risky res. We should not be in front of our tank. Yeah. We just got caught in no man's land. Once we lost Turlin, we just got caught in no man's land for a long time. We're not moving whatsoever. So we just need some movement. And this comes back from, we need a movement from our tank. We need movement from our tank. Someone either call a rotation or just say, hey, we need a move. Like, push somewhere. In those situations, like, okay, what are they playing? I know we're down in this fight, but let's go at the very beginning again, too. It's like, okay, where are they playing? Where are they at? Hey, let's go on the, again, let's go on the high ground. There's only 2 up there. Like, why is Sig and Alari down there? Go where they aren't, you know? Because you, again, you win the fight against the squishies, 100%. 100% you win the fight, because what's Sig gonna do? Walk up the steps? You can just kind of spear spin him, javelin him away. Like, you can kind of play bodyguard Rack and just kind of move, like, bully the Sigma, prevent him from coming up here to really help peel or anything, and then just allow your team to just roll the high ground. Something I do too, if Turlin's still up in this fight and stuff, I just go up here, ego the Bastion, 100% ego the Bastion, send a volley, a couple shots, and then dip right back behind cover. Easy thing. So yeah, we just need movement. We got caught out, we just got caught not doing anything, which is like one of the worst decisions. Like, I'd rather have any decision, any movement whatsoever, and it just still ending in a loss rather than just not moving and ending in a loss. Unfortunate.
Team kill.
Ooh, careful, Bear. This already. You have to wait. Why are we pushing past their tank? Why are we pushing past our tank? Again, I know we have to try and do something, but this is... Wait. Forced recall. Okay. Okay. Where are we going? We're split. We're split. I thought we were gonna like all meet up down here. Next thing you know, I see someone walk upstairs. Like, wait, why are we doing that? Our pressure, our presence. We 100% could have saved Bear in this situation just by taking a fight right here. As 5. Ooh, unfortunate. Again. Yeah, we lost Bear. We can't push past our tank. We can't push past our tank.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Bastion.
We're committing ult to this. Now we're just staggered a little bit if Bear dies. That'll be a horrible stagger. No. Okay, cool. Okay. I think that's pretty much Antarctic. Yeah, so we just have to move. We need to get some form of plan and just talk. We need to talk with the team, because you can kind of tell that there's not really much in terms of talking. Excuse me. At least just looking at the arrows, I think I can go back. I have the stream still available too, so I think I'm gonna go back and try and just listen to comms and stuff and hear what you guys are talking about overall. But right now it's not targets. I can tell you right now it's not targets or rotations. At minimum, I think that's just the biggest thing. We need our tank to call rotations. We need someone to call targets. I think at base that's just gonna be something we need to start making a habit of. And if we are calling targets and rotations, we need to start listening to them, because if we're not listening, then we're not winning. At the end of the day, that's just it is what it is, to be completely frank. But if we're not talking and not communicating with each other and actually going through with a plan as a team, you know, and acting like a team, then we're just not going to win. You know, to be pretty harsh right here. Let me go over here to Eichenwald. Longer game. This is 3-1. This is 3-1. So I'm wondering, hold on. I can actually look back at message. Hopefully this is making sense a lot of the times too. T1 is a lot of fundamentals, and a lot of things at base people are just may not really know too much. So I'm hoping a lot of it is just kind of pretty easy here to understand. Icon is the one you won. Okay. So I'm just going back in and reading the message from Clown here. Cool. So this is going to be the map you won. I'm interested to see how they came out with this victory. I like the composition too. I like the Orisa. I like the Mei Bastion, really. I think the last time, that's one of the things that, like Leaky said or something, just playing one comp, and we're just going to get really good at that comp. So, interested to see, again, how this Kiriko is played out here. So, again, we'll just see what happens. Galaxy Yoshi, Matthew, 24 fan. Omni Raven still on the Reinhardt. So what is going to be the main goal here? Again, I know this is a win, but at least looking at your composition, what is the main goal you're trying to achieve with your composition? And then after, let me wait like the 15 seconds or so. Let me just skip ahead. All right, so we scouted. Cool, right? What is the main goal against their composition? So since we're poke, Turlin in recon form, not in turret, maybe trying to force out the Zenyatta. Same thing with Clown, trying to crystal the Zenyatta. Maybe trying to actually outsnipe the Ashe too, since we're already putting some focus. Like, I think Rack and Turlin could definitely focus on the same thing. Clown and Tragix can definitely focus on the same thing here. The pocket for this time, whenever Turlin pops turret, you pocket Turlin and then go back to Clown. Pocketed Clown, I think in this situation, or pocketed Mei, is going to out DPS the Ashe here, because the main thing I see right now from at least the enemy composition is there's going to be a lot more poke coming up from their end because of this Ashe and the Discord from Zen, and just the Zen overall. So we need to somehow poke out the Ashe and the Zen, or both, at the same time here. We can't stand still. If we stand still here, we lose once again. So we need to call a rotation, or at least call a target to open things up here. Let's see what happens. Early Suzu. Early Suzu. Ugh, a lot of spam. And that's why we can't stand still. That's why we can't stand still. Early wall. Really early wall. Who are we targeting here? We're looking at the... It's looking like we're looking at Rhine quite a bit. I don't like that. I really don't like how Arissa's just looking at Rhine the entire time. Yeah, again, I really don't like how much attention we're putting to Rhine, and not as a team, too. Our tank should not be focused on the 1v1. With this Rhine charging this way, Rack, you need to just look at the backline. And start focusing the backline here. Same thing with everyone else. Like, Turlin can escape and honestly melt the Rhine and force him back, but we need to force the enemy team to not help the Reinhardt any way, shape, and form by just pushing slightly forward, pushing out the Baptiste, pushing out the Zenyatta more than anything, and the DPS. Because right now there's no pressure on the backline right now, since we just focused everything onto the tank, and we're trying to. Why are we wrapping over here too? This all meets up in the same thing. We lost our off angle too against the Reinhardt. I don't know why we rotated that way. Because now look at this. We're stacking all of our damage through this tiny room. We just lost the slight angle we had and pressure. Again, going back to controlling lanes. All we have is his bottom lane controlled. I guess if you're looking at it this way. I guess technically it'd be this way. All we have is his top lane controlled. We're going back into that thing. Into the thing. We had Orisa here. We had Akiri here. Once Mei comes back too, the Mei would be here. And then we had Bastion over here with the Mercy. Who would push this. You guys would push over here. Or could even push over here. After getting a couple picks. But overall, we lost all of that pressure that we had before. We had pressure because of our positioning. We didn't even realize it because we rotated over here into this top lane. All of us are now stacked in this one area here. Bastion. That's a B, I swear. Bastion, Mercy. And actually, scratch that. Like I said, let's actually get the Mercy over here and Kiri over here. Because Kiriko wants to be on off angles. Kiriko wants to off angle with the DPS. And go on flanks and everything. So actually we get Bastion, Kiriko up on the top lane. Poking out everyone here. Because Ryan can only shield one way. We then are able to poke out. And look at the Zenyatta. Look at the Junkrat. Maybe even look at the Ashe. Or even the Baptiste that's up here. We just need some pressure. We need some pressure here. If we wall too, because we have the Mei with our Orisa, we can wall way before. Again, it's unfortunate that our Mei died really early on, but we could have walled Rhine here and then pushed in this angle and pushed in this angle and collapsed onto the Reinhardt. But again, I don't know. We just lost our pressure because we rotated this way. Okay. Let's keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm probably going to be bringing that up a lot because at least in T1, map control is really kind of non-existent. So I want to try and get that up as much as possible here, and especially for your next game, whatever that next game may be. Here, I got to look at the schedule. Yep, I like the wall. I like the wall. Yes. Amazing wall turret. Amazing wall turret. We can do it a little bit faster. Amazing. Next target. Next target. Unfortunate, but you do have Killing Bear. Oh, good job, Clown. High ground, high ground, high ground. Nice. Like this is a wait. Like this was a really good off angle. It's gonna be loud for a second. After you did open up that fight, like this is a really good angle over here. It's simple, you know. It's nothing anything fancy whatsoever. But look, it forces out the Baptiste. He didn't expect that. Forced him off the high ground. You can poke out the Ashe from this angle. That's what I'd be doing. Wait, does Ashe die? No, Ashe doesn't die. I'd be poking out the Ashe first. But yeah, I just took the high ground. I don't know if that was necessarily needed. Yeah, you were down in that fight. I don't know if that was really needed here. Oh, another diagram.
Into the iris.
Again, who are we looking at? Who's the target? That's Ashe. Yeah, Clown, you needed to stay on the high ground and kill that Ashe. We needed to kill the Ashe, because if the Bob didn't exist, then that means Tragix and you wouldn't die. The bomb never would have had to happen. You never would have had to use Blizzard. I guess unless for this here, you could Blizz for Trance. Because the Blizzard wasn't too good, they didn't have to Transcendence until Reinhardt got critical. So yeah, that was a big misplay. That was a big misplay. I was just talking about how like the angle was really good and stuff, but yeah, you didn't finish. You just didn't finish whatsoever here. Like, you force out the Baptiste, amazing. You force out the Baptiste, now look forward. Now look forward and just either dink or body shot the Ashe. That's gonna be the main objective. Oh, you could have body shot the Ashe, yeah. Damn it. Does this Bob turn the fight? Ashe lived too long. This Bob turned the fight. If you Blizz just either, I think on the point too, you would have got the Bob in the Blizz, but yeah, I would have just saved Blizz either way. I don't think it was necessary here. You got a tick. That's all I can say.
Pass into the iris.
Need to look at a squishy. Need to look at a squishy. All the attention is still into the Reinhardt. Let's go Turlin. Let's go Tragics. Okay, no, it's fine. Still winnable. Still winnable. Still winnable. Look at the bap. 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 Bap, 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 bap. Bap, 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 bap. Bap has to be looked at. Bap has to be looked at right now. Oh my god, that was... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These fights, a lot of the time, they're really winnable. But we're just not looking at the right target here. I know Reinhardt is just being stuffed in your face currently. I understand that. Wait, hold on. Okay, let me look. What are we looking at? The BAP is right in front of you! He's right there! Oh my god. Okay, I thought you were shooting at the BAP the entire time. No. We need to look at squishies. We need to look at squishies overall. Look at the source of healing. Like, go for the source instead of just looking at the main thing that's supposed to mitigate damage. We keep looking at the main thing that's supposed to eat attention and mitigate as much damage as possible. Like, I bet you after this match they had like 20,000 damage mitigation. Oh man. Okay. Also, it might be an overestimation with that number, but yeah, be careful peeking against the Ashe here. They're just gonna outrange you, Turlin. Because like the main thing with Junk, it's inconsistent damage. We lost our consistency from the Bastion. I know you're getting poked out just a little bit here, but you're getting picks at the end of the day too. You're opening up fights a lot of the time. So I'm not really sure why we went this Junkrat pick here. If it was 4 more damage, you had the pick that had damage to begin with. If you wanted to actually melt this Reinhardt, we as 5 could have just wall turreted. Again, we're not communicating. We're not talking whatsoever. It's proving it. Targets are living for way longer than they actually are. Because we're not communicating who's low, who's where, and what we're going to be using here. Unfortunate. I'm guessing we get a full hold here. Oh no, look at that. We get 3. We get 3. There's 4. Okay. Okay. Nice. Now we need map control. Map control, map control, map control. We can take high ground away. Who's over here? It's Turlin. Yeah, well, we need to take this high ground away. We need to take this high ground away a little bit. Again, we can win the fight and then go to the point. We don't have to always rush the point every single time. Look, you have 2.5 minutes remaining, so we can definitely get the map control and then start pushing. Who would you even leave on point, I guess, is another thing here. Honestly, I guess it... Actually, I don't even know if high ground is necessary in this with this type of composition. You don't really need it. It's not like you're trying to poke out the Ashe. I guess the only thing is like just trying to take it away so you don't have Ashe try and kill you. I think that would be the only thing. We could probably maybe have, I don't know, tragic soft angle or something. Like this is why I at least with like switching the Bastion, it's a little weird because like you don't really like offing or really do that. I guess you could with the Junkrat and stuff. So it would be Junkrat and Tragics can kind of up here rolling up on the Ashe and stuff, and then take high ground away. Maybe do out the other Junkrat and stuff. So we just need to get this castle, I think, away from them, and then we can just kind of free push with Rack on point. Again, if we're going to be using Mercy to just pocket the tank, I want us to swap off Mercy. I'm going to be harsh with it, but a lot of the times I see us just playing pocket Mercy, but only healing the tank, really. Like, if we're going to be playing with a Mercy, who are you pocketing? Who are you damage boosting? If not, then play someone else here. Because I'd rather have a Moira if you're just going to be pumping out heals, so you can still do a little bit more of healing and damage. Because overall, we need a lot more pressure than what the heal pocket is. We need more damage. We need our other support to help alleviate some pressure off of Tragic's, Turlin, and Clown. Because that's the other thing of support is dueling and just being able to mark DPS along with their DPS. So if you're not pocketing Turlin, if you're not pocketing Clown, why are we just heal botting Rack here? Rack, you need to be playing more hard cover against a lot of this poke because you're forcing Killing Bear or whoever's playing Mercy to just heal you. And it's just ruining the flow of the composition here. Because then Killing Bear can't actually damage amp anything if we're too busy being heal botted. Tragics, charge your gun. Your gun charges automatically. You are getting as little damage as you can because you're spamming your gun. You're not allowing it to charge as much as it can. The only time I'd say just spam it is if they're absolutely killable. Because there's a threshold here that you're not waiting for all the way. You're just spamming your gun. As well as, try not to let your heal, don't let your heal get to 0 because that's a longer cooldown than just waiting for your heal to come back and recharge on its own. Yeah, so just be careful. Just be careful with that. Try and just wait it out. Like, Illari definitely is a lot about discipline. You really have to be disciplined to get the maximum potential or maximum output of your gun. Again, you can like spam it if it's like a full charge shot and then you just send a second one, like a second light one for a little bit extra damage, but you're not going to be getting that much here. Look at this Bap. We have to kill Bap. We have to kill Bap. We have to kill Bap. He's absolute. Nice. Yeah, we're spamming the Illari gun. We're not getting as much damage as we can. Also, I don't think I've seen any damage amplified from this Mercy. So again, like, why not just play Moira? Why not just play Moira at this point? Because we're not even using Mercy to really use Mercy effectively. Like, sometimes we damage, but we don't damage boost. We don't really have a true pocket DPS too, so it's not like Mercy's really needed in this composition too. If we had like Sojourn, even an Ashe or something, you know, definitely could get a lot more use here, but it could just be comfort and everything too. But again, if we're just playing Mercy the heal bot, let's pick something else here. We can weave in something else here for compositions and everything. Like we could do a Zenyatta in this. Man, we're just spamming that gun. Like we could do Zenyatta, I think, for a little bit extra damage. We could, again, the Moira, just by sending in the Skull Orbs and stuff. The damage orbs will force out DPS, force out maybe just some things. Because it can be annoying while still pumping out healing. Baptiste is always a good option here because you have a lot of healing, a lot of damage. Fortunate. Yeah, really, yeah, we're just missing out on a little bit of extra damage from our second support. Because this is at least a thing, like damage equals healing. I think I brought up just not too long ago, where it's like, if you just kill with a threat, then you don't have to worry about trying to out-heal the enemy. And right now, all we're doing is trying to out-heal the enemy, and it's not working. You have to remember the DPS passive of 15% negated healing every single time, because that's something we're just not really keeping in mind, and we're just trying to out-heal every single instance of damage on Rack, and it's not working. we're making this a lot more tougher than it actually is. And again, I'd probably pocket Turlin. If we're wanting to play the Mercy, damage boost Turlin in that situation, the Junkrat. Because at least damage boosted Junk can hurt, and it forces people to play a lot more behind cover. Because again, the Junkrat wasn't really a threat that entire game. We didn't build a tire. We have Pharmacy this time around, so we can definitely see how this goes. Since that can be still a decent pocket here. And then Tragics, we just need to charge our gun. Overall, we need to charge our gun because we're not getting as much pressure and as much damage as possible here. Where's our pylon? We can have pylon behind the clock tower, like up on the clock tower too. That's way too close and way too killable. If they push forward, then just kill it, and that's a long cooldown to wait for. Let's see. So with this, we're gonna go back to the thing of controlling lanes. Let me see here, because again, right now we are only going to be having. Whereas I already lost my pen. So we only do have like this, right? And then like this other door over here. So how do we control this? Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. So if we have the pylon up here, this will allow at least Clown to kind of be over here with the Mercy to send some shots over and into spawn. Because right now, that's one thing we're missing. We have no scouting. We have no info. Not intelligence. Yeah, we have no information. That's what I meant. We have no information on what they're playing right now, and that's a big thing. At least with Pharah, we can view over this. You can't fly forever, of course, right? Since the rework, but we can still at least get high enough to where we can see the spawn. So once they come out, it's 3 seconds remaining. Still, we have to see who they're playing. If we see the Junk, if we see the Baptiste, the Junker Queen, we need to relay that information back to our team here. And then this is also going to be a lane, right? So this area right here, at least this section, is a lane. So Pharmacy over here on this bottom area. Then we have the Orisa and Alari right here down main. And we do have Turlin with a nest. I don't like the turrets. Maybe like a turret over here. But I don't like them all in one area right there. We can definitely make a nest in this little area. And then have one with us over here, and then control this top lane. I think that's, again, something we're just missing in this current situation. It's just controlling of lanes. Because if we have this, if we're controlling this bottom area over here, we're able to spam shots over and just nail them over here. If they try to get out, we can just spam them. We can spam them and spam them and spam them. You know, wait for our jump jets and stuff, and then once we have to recharge, move our attention back to main, you know, and then just look over here so we can spam shots over and down to main at this, and then we get jump jets again and rinse repeat, right? So we have control of not just behind them, but then we also have control of over here in front of us. That's not. There we go. And then same thing, the Alari and Orisa can just duel over here. Orisa can kind of take maybe a slightly aggressive positioning over here or something. But honestly, I like where we are behind this clock tower because we were queen. I know we don't know that right away, but we're going to see them. So you'll end up back here anyway. I think if we had the information, again, if we had the information from the Pharah telling us, oh, they have a Junker Queen, then we'd immediately set up behind here on clock tower. Because then that would give us enough time to poke and react to whatever rotation. So if they go left over here, they're still going to get spammed out by the Pharmacy, which means then you can just rotate behind the enemy team and everything. Like, there's a lot that at least controlling these lanes and just giving up a little bit of space does. There's a lot here. Again, I'm clearing up space just a little bit so I can show maybe a little bit better. Because if we're here, the Orisa, I'm going to do it in blue now because there's red lines already on there. So say the Queen enters over here and starts heading down this way, then that opens up the back line here. So the Pharah, Alari, and Symmetra can all converge onto the back line. We can all converge onto the back line if the Queen walks forward and leaves the team behind. If the Queen goes and pushes our Alari and our Orisa, Orisa give a little bit of space to allow the enemy team to push out here into this kill box. Let me get red this time around. Into this small kill box, because then Pharah Mercy can poke here, Turlin can poke here, and we can still, the Orisa and Alari can poke from over here, slightly behind Clock Tower. So there's a lot that we can do from this one position and with all of these angles. If Turling gets pushed out here, he TPs away. Simple as that. If Pharah gets pushed out, they jump jet away. If Orisa and Alari get pushed out, they just back up and allow the DPS to go in. If the tank pushes in, then the rest of you guys go in behind the tank. It's just like that, because again, you can see that kill box even just from the slight arrows being there too. So right now we're just stacking all of our damage down main again.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Hold on, what are we doing? Yeah, keep in mind you can't feather your jets like before. You don't regain your jets on the roof and everything. So you can't. That's not really too effective here. Yeah, I like the lane controlling here. I like the area Tron's controlling. Ooh, nice air shot. Let me go back to the top. Nice pick rack. Is this a hold? Do you guys hold here? I'd believe it too. This is a really good composition here. It looks like just a hold. So. Like, you guys are already kind of doing it too, without even realizing, which is kind of funny. Unfortunate. Didn't see Ash, most likely. Yeah, we can't res that, I don't think. Oh, no, we do. Okay, falling res. Nice, nice. And we still die. Unfortunate. So because we lost one, we have to give a little bit of space. We can't brawl like that against a Junker Queen rack. We have to be careful. Yeah, overall, I think a big thing that we're missing is definitely just fundamentals. Individually, I think fundamentals is what's going to help us as a team. Once we understand how to play hard cover, how to play on off angles, and on high ground, on an individual basis, I think as a team we can just plug and play whoever. Because I think, and target priority, and just comms and target priority too. Once we get all that at an individual scale, I think we just cruise. Because if one person's only playing high ground angles and stuff and using fundamentals, but nobody else is, then that one person is doing it wrong. Because nobody understands really what's happening here, which kind of sucks and sounds kind of like counterintuitive, but you can kind of use comp as an example too. It's like if you're kind of playing fundamentals and everything, then you're going to be the odd man out and everything too. But at least so far, like, again, like, for the most part, like, Pharah is a really great character to just get any angle whatsoever. We should be able to outrange and out-angle this Junkrat. We should be able to oh, no, not outrange. We have to be careful with the Ashe, but we should be able to at least be able to poke out the Ashe slightly, because you don't have damage fall-off, at least. If you're playing far enough, or at least playing vertical cover, like up here, you should be able to outrange the Ashe and out-poke the Ashe, especially if you come up behind over here. You can leave the Junkrat. Do you have jump dash? Yeah, you have jump dash or dash jet, whatever it's called. So you can dash over here and just poke out the Zenyatta, poke out the Ashe, you know. It's already going to be, it's looking like it's already going to be a lost fight, so at least you and Killing Bear can do your best and try and get a pick. Who's left here? It's Tragics. Yeah, so Clown and Killing Bear, you just DPS. Again, damage is healing. You're going to be losing Tragics. You lost the rest of your team, so what can you do? Try and make a play here. How do you do that? You might go in front of the other team here, might get hit by Yoshi, but that's why you have Killing Bear. That's why you have the pocket here, so you can heal a little bit, then go immediately right back into damage boosting and just wipe the back line, because you could care less about this Junker Queen right now when you can just kill the back line just as easy. But yeah, I think overall, just all of us need to play cover, like hard cover, a lot more, because this is something we were caught out trying to get back behind cover, and we died trying to get back. So it's just really unfortunate. Let's see what happens. Good pick, good pick. Careful, hard cover, hard cover. I'm looking at you, Clown, because you spawned right in the middle of the of main and just couldn't get back in time. Have to keep in mind of his surroundings too, overall. Okay, I think We could give a tick, but nah, we give it up. We give it up. Set up for second. Definitely set up for second here. So Farah can go on the high ground. Farah has access to high ground and everything. Turlin can kind of set up traps and a nest in castle here, while Rak kind of posterizes up over here on the front. So it is going to suck, again, going in. I think Rak can also just kind of push over here and then jump down, you know. So I definitely think we can get the castle, honestly, and just, because we're split, yeah. We could definitely take the castle as a team, actually. Bye, Turlin. Good justice. Good justice. Good dive. Good dive. We need to help. We need to help our Farah. We need to help our Farah. We don't even. We leave Farah to try and DPS here. Damage boost. Like, we noticed the Arresta before, because we just lose track of Farah. Damn, nice. Nice flare. Nice Captive Sun. That was huge. Absolutely huge. Oh yeah, but if we help Farah, we can still dive the junk and poke the junk out at the end of the day. Like, junk is going to die, don't you worry, but we need to trust our team just a little bit more. Because it's like, it seems like every single time Clown goes in or Turlin went in or something like that, we just unclip immediately. And like, we're going to die. Like some no man's land, just getting pushed. Yeah. That's why, this is why, this is why our Mercy has to unclip. This is why our Mercy has to unclip. We're not playing any positions, we're not playing any hard cover, we're eating damage constantly from the front, which means we can't actually play the pocket effectively. At this point, I'd probably just recommend double flex support. So you have, Tragics on Alari, and then you have, like, an Ana or something, or a Baptiste. Or a Moira, or you have Moira Ana, Moira Bap, or Bap Ana, or something like that, so you can at least take some angles, take a little bit more damage and healing here. Because we just, I mean, overall, we just need to play more hard cover, so we just don't unlink from our DPS. Because then, if we're unlinking for our DPS, our pocket's leaving us, then the DPS can't take as deep as flanks to pressure the backline effectively, or pressure out their matchups, like the Ashe, like the Junkrat, or anything. We can't finish kills, we can't take space, and allow Rak to hold space that's forward if we continuously unlink here. It should not be our job as a Mercy to continuously heal Rak. And at the end of the day, it's just because of our backline composition. We're running a really low sustain backline composition of Alari and Mercy. Can we make it work? Yes, but we have to be able to pump out the damage necessary to make the composition work. And we're not allowing ourselves to do that because we're A, not charging our gun on Alari, and B, we're not even damage boosting as a pocket effectively. We are heal botting over and over because, again, no hard cover. Crazy how it all revolves back down to the fundamentals. You break it down, at the end of the day, it's all hard cover. Also, remember, you don't have to completely heal them up 100% too, because one, Clown was away enough, so they're out of Ashe's effective range. And two, you have everyone has the innate healing over time, so we can go back to just damage boosting.
Helden sterben nicht.
Pass into the iris.
I'd give space. I definitely give space here. Turns now we're just losing too many. Oh no, we just lost one, I guess, but it's gonna be a massive.
Justice reigns from above.
And yeah, okay, yeah. That's fine. I think if you communicated a little bit earlier, hey, Rak, let's Terra Justice. Let's Terra Rocket Barrage or something like that. Rak goes in, pulls them in, and from the top, you Justice from above. So I think we definitely could have communicated that a little bit more effective, as well, not just shoot it straight down main where you're easily headshotable. I mean, at least have some angle here where you can get people behind cover. So that's another thing. You could have definitely gone up to the bridge, and done it from high ground or just from a little bit higher up. Allow Rack to go forward a little bit, 3, 2, 1, and Taterz surge starts, and then you give a little bit of time to just justice, like half a second. Because maybe they bubble right away or some shit. You never know, but good nonetheless. Good combo nonetheless. Being nitpicky because it's a win. High key. That's a very passive window. You just don't even peek that. There's like no reason to peek that whatsoever. If you peek that... Clown. Clown. Clown.
Not good.
You jump... Oh my god, you used your dash and your boost at the same time. Oh, the panic. Oh, the panic. You canceled your vertical momentum. You canceled your verticality. No. Unlucky. That's so unlucky.
Yahi parambasta vikta hai.
Okay, what side are we playing on? What side are we playing on? Oh no, that's your wall. That's your wall. Right. I saw the orange and I saw the of the enemy and the orange of the wall. Got confused here. Don't mind me. Why are we not looking at the junk that's behind us, Rack? Like, why are we looking so much at the Zarya? Getting rolled a little bit by the Zarya, not looking at the Junkrat right behind us. Nice. Good pick, nonetheless. But we can just have a little bit better target priority. Good win, either way. We can push forward. We can prevent touches, push forward. Yeah, good win either way, but definitely can be a lot easier if we're just paying attention to fundamentals and stuff. Overall. So let's see what happens here. I bet they play double sniper. I bet they just play Ashe or the Widow or something. Or Ashe and Widow. Widow Hanzo, Ashe Hanzo.
Ready for battle.
They're playing Bastion and Widow. They're whipping out the Hog too, because they can probably ego. At this point, it's going to be third map. They probably understand the playstyle just a little bit here. That's something too, if we're paying attention to. I know at least in the live games with Biscuits, whenever I am able, I try and bring up opportunities and habits of the enemy team that I just kind of paid attention to. Like, for me, this entire game, Blindsight TTV, whenever they're Lucio currently, they've been Baptiste, I think, so far on the games, but they've had horrible positioning. I'd exploit that. Omni Raven, yeah, they kind of feed a little bit, but more than anything, instead of trying to exploit the tank, because we've kind of shown we can't collapse on the tank quite effectively, just look at the backline that they're leaving open. Because a lot of the times we keep wrapping back around wrapping back around with our team, and leaving the backline just wide open, the enemy backline wide open, and we're putting all of our focus onto this tank. The tank and supports do not have the DPS passive. Our DPS have the DPS passive of the anti-heal, the 15% negated healing here. So we need to at least be able to pressure out the backline effectively, allow that at least, because we have Turlin, I think they were going to last map, Turlin was on Sim, so we can just build tier 3 beam for free and walk on the backline, or wall the Reinhardt and walk onto the Rhine, and then the backline with tier 3 beam, Mei, and the Orisa. So that's going to be something looking at here on our defense. Who are we going to poke? What kind of kill box are we going to be setting up, since that's something I brought up in the last map too? What kind of kill box can we set up? So let's see, who do we have here? It's gonna be a long sightline map too, so if we have anything like they have the Widowmaker here, we're going to be getting outranged just a little bit here. So how can we play hard cover? How can we mark this Widowmaker overall? Playing Circuit, you have to kind of expect some form of sniper here. This is really close. So setup typically too, going forward, setup typically too, on this type of map. Who do we have? So I want Clown here. The Junkrat, the JCLA is going to be marked up here in this room. I want Turlin over here or over here. I think we had I think honestly it would be Turlin starting here, and then we go wrap around, and then we end up here. Let's see, and again, Killing Bear, you know what you're doing, pocketing. You're supposed to pocket, at least in this case, the soldier, because right now we need the soldier to be able to at least somewhat go toe to toe with the Widowmaker, whatever sniper. So our most consistent damage is our soldier, so we're gonna be pocketing the soldier. I just lost, but there it is. So let's see, Ramatra I think can also go up here. Again, you don't always have to hold super close. Ramatra can also go up here because then you can shield on this high ground, you can drop as necessary and play the point as cover, and then that just leaves, Tragics here. Honestly, I think you just play over here. You just start out on bridge because then you can put Pylon behind the sign. So that would be the setup. Once the cart does push, I'm gonna ignore this. Once the cart does push up till like here, you know, the payload's over here. I'm gonna mark that out. Yeah, so once the payload's over here, this should be the initial setup, and again, you know, Ram can drop and everything. Ram can play, or actually even drop over here over here behind this wall, and then play between this cover and this cover being the payload. And then you just win the fight, play it safe a little bit. After you win the fight, you go up, immediately reset to the high ground, and then rinse and repeat. You just put up a shield, you poke, drop down, walk, and then walk back, you know, over and over and over again. So placing junk in this room too, again, you don't necessarily have to see people to spam. You can kind of just play, like, swing either side. Either way, you can spam out this high ground. If the Widowmaker goes out over there, you can spam out the high ground that's all up here. You can spam out the payload that's down here. You're just a spam rat. I mean, your junk rat, I don't think I really have to go too much further here. And the soldier being placed where they are, it's just for angles. It's just pure angles and stuff, because then you can keep swinging between the two positions and stuff for this sight line or this sight line. Do you want to look down main, or do you want to look past the corner and everything? And then Alari, you're specifically just going to be for around the corner. I think you can be over here, but I don't want to lose a support. I don't want to lose a support early, since we are the Mercy. And again, oh yeah, Mercy is going to be, I mean, you can play over here, and then you can pocket the soldier, or you can pocket the junk. Again, I want you to pocket the soldier in this instance, just because it's more consistent damage. So they'll know where you are, Mercy, just because if they are paying attention to the beam. But yeah, I want Alari to just play it a little safe, play within the effective range. And the effective range is going to be this long sight line and stuff. So this is just playing within the composition. Again, looking at positioning and looking at where we can position, because right now where we are is way too close. We are way too close. I guess I don't really mind it if we start at the corner and stuff and then make our way up to the high ground, but I don't know if that's what is going to happen here. So long-winded positional thing. I'll keep this. Yeah, you can see this. You can pause or something and just kind of look at it. You can go back and listen to the explanation, everything, but I'm going to get rid of it. 3, 2, 1. All right. So let's see how we play this out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Early shield. We had a somewhat slightly early shield. I don't mind the flank over there, Turlin, but if you're going to be over there, I'd rather you already be set up instead of, like, dashing across when the fight's already taken place. And the fight's already started. Yeah. Like, I like the idea. We just need to be there initially. Because, look, now you're just going to get collapsed on. We need to come back. We're being really stubborn on our position. Nice. They have Widowmakers, so we have to respect the sight line. It's going to be tough coming up. No hook, but headshotted. Yeah, and you see what's happening too. Why at least having the high ground is a little bit more effective too, because we don't have that much sight line. We have like this car, maybe we have this wall just a little bit, maybe this cubby, but we don't have like too many sight lines. When we could be playing here, look, we got a big wall right here. Look, we got a big wall right here, so we can look down this angle over here. We got this wall, and then we have this billboard. We have this billboard, and then we have this wall, right? There is so much that you can still be able to do just from shooting up here, because this map is entirely poke. And we're trying to brawl with our poke right here. Like, Ramatra should be the closest person here. Again, but even then, Ramatra should be up here so we can shield, or drop down to right here and like shield and play this point right here, and then we can just kind of go back and forth. Like, if the points push just a little bit, we can kind of go back and forth, or we can play right here, poke out over there, you know. Like, there's just a lot more options. But right now, again, we're funneling all our damage down main because we don't have any sight lines available to us. Well, we only have one sight line that we are making available to us. And look, and Clown on the off angle. Clown on the off angle, like we brought up earlier too. Oh, also, good helix. Good helix. Is that a direct helix, or is that just, or are you just banking it off the, hold on, let's see. They didn't expect that. Oh. Oh, man. Man's playing Soldier out here. Like, Team Fortress 2 Soldier out here, man. He's getting some direct hits. Dude. That's crazy. But this is how this is the, like, yeah, like, look how powerful the positioning is here. Look at that. Wait, look. You're even using it. Oh, yes. See, now the cart is like perfectly. It's like perfect for you guys. So now you can rinse and repeat. Set up on the high, reset onto the high ground. Bait them in, not really bait them in, but just like you have to force them in. They have to walk in. You poke out the Widowmaker, you know, make sure the Widow's dead, and then you just go in. Rack a little too aggro. This is looking really too aggro. I don't like that. We're forced res. We're eating a lot of damage now. We don't have arms anymore. We need cover. Nice. That's fine. Cool. Yeah, we can play closer just a little bit, Rack. Yeah. Because we can play here, or like right here. Or even in this room. We can play this room just a little bit here. I don't know if I really like this room too, but we can at least play right here. We can just at least play right here and still be seen. Ooh, early arms. I don't know if I like that. I'd cancel them right now. Yeah, there you go. Reset the high. If we greed against the Widowmaker, then that just really opens up the fight for them. And diagram. Oh no, not actually. Wait, I just noticed where you are, Rack. Why are we over here? We're wandering so much. We needed this. Yeah, there's absolutely no reason to be over here. That's so unfortunate. I don't know why we're over there. We need to hold the position. And that position is just over here or over here around the payload. Because we just split ourselves for absolutely no reason. Oh. And you see what happened too. It made it feel like Killing Bear had to go and try and get the res off, but then it just pretty much killed Killing Bear. Which to which I say, if Rack or anybody, like whether it's a DPS or tank or someone, and you're a support, you do not overextend. I'm just saying that right now. That's something with biscuits I like hard, like I just like hard press on them all the time. If you're a support, your life is the most important. If someone's feeding, you do not feed for them to try and save their life. Even if you do end up saving them, if you trade your own life and say, oh, that's fine, it's not fine. You're down a support now. So it is not fine whatsoever, and if anything, it's going to lead to 2 picks, because now you're down to support and most likely a tank and a tank, or support and a DPS. You know, you do not want to be in that situation here, because now we're down a tank and a DPS. We're going to be losing another DPS. It's looking like no, yeah. So we need to play it safe. We need to come back, like hard reset here. There's no point in taking this fight now. Well, you got the res, but I just don't. Unless we get a pick, I don't think we win this. Yeah, we need to come back. Turlin just has to come back now at this point. It's not worth trying to take this. Yeah. Again, like, don't try overextending for a DPS. We can't. If they're greeting, you don't greed with. We died with Sun, Turlin dies, and we just have to keep resetting. We're staggering ourselves now. Oh, we hacked first. We hacked first, unfortunate. We could have gotten the kill, 100%. It's a lot of ultimates here. No, it's just Sun and Anaya, but let's see what happens. I don't know about that position, Turlin. I think this window up here is a lot better for you. I think we're still just stacking a little too much, though.
Helden sterben nicht.
Sorry if I'm just quiet. You can skip ahead through this. I'm just kind of like seeing what's happening. We're still stuck in the tank 1v1. Do you see this? We're wasting our entire arms cooldown trying to beat the shit out of a pig, while he still has no resource because he had to use it on himself. He has an Ana behind him. Where's the Kiriko? No, Kiriko. Wait, where is the Kiriko? Oh, Kiriko's up here. Yeah, so they both supports up. He had his vape. They have Nano, they have Rush, and we're just choosing to waste our Nemesis onto the tank. We need to choose better targets here. We need better targets. Again, the biggest thing that we have yet to capitalize on is the positioning from Blind. Blind sight this entire game has been free, and we've yet to look at them whatsoever because we're super focused as a team to try and punish this tank for some reason. We're just losing innately because outside of our positioning, because our target priority is just really poor. We're looking at the tank above all else. The tank who has full resources, Gotta look at the sustain and then look at the person that's supposed to mitigate damage. Like, unless you choose as 5, hey, let's kill the Roadhog. But again, that Rush, they used Nano, they used Rush, and whole hog here. Again, Tragics, just charge your gun, Tragics. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I don't know if there's really anything else here. I don't want to drag this on anymore because I feel like there was already a lot. Let's keep it going. Just stacked on main. We're not looking to take any other angles, and we're just getting bullied by a hog now. Damn. Yeah, and I think I'm at least gonna cut it here because overall I'm just gonna say the same thing like I've been saying for the last hour and a half. On an individual scale, we just need better fundamentals. We need better fundamentals of just positioning, hard cover, and communication. Because you can tell there's no communication with no targets being called, with communication target priority. What cooldowns are they using? Where are we rotating? What plan is being made? There's no plan being made, and if there is, which I'm going to be going back and listening to comms, so I might eat my words in a little bit, but at least just visually, from the top down, there's no one's calling a rotation. No one's telling us where to go. No one's telling us what to do really overall, and we're entering every single fight with no information whatsoever because we are limiting our sight lines, our angles and everything, and just choosing to go down main every single time. We're running it down main and literally going insane. We're just expecting this, just a different outcome every single time and getting rolled every single time. So, again, we just need to be able to look at these off angles. DPS, we need to stop stacking with each other as much. If you are going to be going off on a flank or off on an angle, then say, hey, Sombra, I guess, good example is like, hey, I'm going behind them, I'm offing, I'm flanking or something, and then we start relaying information. Where's this Widowmaker? Start bullying the Widowmaker. Anna's be in front of the Widowmaker, so right now we should be able to easily kill this Widowmaker. Don't hack first, really, because if you hack first, you review yourself. Just virus and kill. Virus and primary, because we should be able to virus one clip this Widowmaker, or just one clip overall a Widowmaker, even without virus. Target priority. We're choosing to try and all in on a tank, but with not all of us. Rack, you need to stop trying to get the tank 1v1s and start bowling the backline, especially as Orisa. You have the range available to you, so just from a corner, just hold the corner, anchor over there, and just start using hard cover. You need better hard cover. The minute you have better hard cover, it's going to alleviate a lot of pressure off of our supports, because our supports right now are just kind of drowning with how many critical HP pools there are on our team, because all of us overall are just eating so much damage. Like, if Clown's in the backline, don't overextend and stuff, because Clown's just going to be, there's Sombra. If there's Sombra low in the backline, don't overextend. If Turlin's off being greedy or something, don't overextend. But like, if Turlin's up here crit, then okay, we have an Ana at this point. We can have like Ana, no, Tragics and Turlin like up here, with Pylon and everything. But it's just like, overall, it's just our tank needs to take less damage, our DPS need to take less damage, our supports need to take less damage, and once we all start taking less damage, everything's going to be a lot easier here, because that's just overall, during the neutral, we're taking too much trash damage, feeding ultimates for the enemy, as in, because we're taking the trash damage, the DPS are getting ults almost every other fight, because we're not actually cleaning up and finishing kills. All we are doing is trash damage. The supports are getting ultimates every other fight, so we need to just talk to each other. It's like, hey, let's kill the Ana, okay, let's kill the Kiriko, and then the Widowmaker. So once we start just doing that as a whole, it's going to make our team experience a little bit better here. So this is like an hour and a half just to say the same thing at the end of the day, yes, but there's hopefully at least positions, we're able to take care of map control, take care of the lanes and everything. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it.